Let's create our first content brief together with thruuu. To create a content brief is super simple. You can start creating a brief by clicking on this button, or as well from the menu. Under content brief, create a brief. You will end up on the same view. Also from here, you can see you can access all your previous briefs. So here you have all your briefs, and when you click on one, you can basically edit it. As well, from here, you can create your brief templates. I won't cover that in this video. There is another video about creating a brief template. I really recommend you to have a look and create your first brief template. Also, outline prompt. I won't cover this concept in this video. There is another video about that. So let's create our first brief. So first, what you have to do is to enter your target topic, your target keyword, right? So let's say I want to create an article about what is SEO. Then how my audience will search for this content. Basically what Google search they will use. So here I will stick to the US one, but you can use any other Google search. Finally, number of results you want to analyze, so top 10, top 20. Because thruuu is also a powerful SERP analyzer, and every content brief, let's say, is linked to a SERP analysis, and a content brief will have pre-filled information coming from the SERP. Also here you can select a template. If you didn't create any template, you should have the default one. Otherwise, create one, as I said, and select the template you just created. So now I will create a first brief. And as I said, thruuu is a powerful SERP analyzer. So now thruuu is extracting data from the SERP regarding our target keyword, and it will pre-fill the content brief with some information. Okay, now we are in the interface to create a content brief. So this is really the interface for an SEO strategist. This person who wants to gather insights about the topic and provide a lot of information to your writers and to the rest of your team. So content brief is really a key element, a key document in your content production workflow, because it goes from hand to hand and provide the information that your team is looking for. Here you can see there is different elements. Basically, these elements are defined by my template, and some of them are pre-filled and some needs to be filled by us now. Also here you can see some action. You can save your brief, you can save and close. As I said, there is always a SERP analysis related to that. So if you click on SERP analysis, it will open a new window. And here what you can see is a SERP analysis of thruuu. I also did another video about that. I recommend to have a look at this one to go into detail of the SERP analysis. But the SERP analysis basically here provides you a lot of information to understand who are your competitors and to understand what topics they cover, how is the structure of the article, and so on. So use this as a good and important source of information to craft the perfect content brief. You can also open the live SERP, you can share it with the writer, and we will do that at the end. You can export as a doc as well, so you will have a doc version of your brief. And as well, you can edit pages. I will show you that later on. So now what you can see, you have different elements in your brief. The first one is the writer directive. Here you can see it's already pre-filled with some information. I basically put this information when I created the template. So every time I create a new content brief with this template, I will have this default information. Obviously, I can change them. It's a richest editor, but it can speed up your work, and you can keep a kind of consistency between your content briefs. Now I can define my audience. Let's say SEO beginners. The region. So by default, it takes the SERP that we selected. So here I can put a US market. Here you have a block to explain to your writer what is the search intent. It's really important to explain to your writer who is the searcher behind, so why somebody is searching for this term. Here, obviously, you have done a SERP analysis. You don't jump directly in the brief creation. You do some research first. So you might know the search intent. Also, you can use the help of AI. So here, the AI will analyze the SERP and, let's say, suggest you some search intent and tell you basically what is the customer journey, where is the customer in his journey. Here we can see the search intent is informational, the journey is awareness stage, and so on. So obviously, read that, adapt it, and give the right information and context to your writer. Here you have another element, company information, nothing to change. It's just to provide some information about who we are to our writers. Let's say we work with freelance writer. We want to give them context about our company. Then another important block, article summary. So here what you can do is creating a title. So click here. You will see here the meta title of your competitor. So basically of the people ranking on the page number 1. You can see also frequent keywords that they use in the title. So like this, you can get inspired and start creating your own article title, or as well, you can leverage AI. And here it's the same story. The AI is aware of the SERP and will provide a title that can be good for your target keyword. The same for the description. You have the SERP description, the meta, the most frequent keywords used in the description. And you can use as well AI to help you create a description. I go quite fast, obviously it's just to show you the main feature. You should spend more time to craft a good title and a good description. The slug here, it will take the keyword by default, but you can change the slug and do whatever you like. Target word count, here you should define define the number of words your writer have to write. So you can take the top 3, the top 10, or just put whatever you like. Article type, again here it's just some input field to help you and to let's say guide your content brief creation. You can define the type, I don't know, blog post, listicle, reviews, leave it empty. Keep in mind that when a field is empty, it won't be displayed at the end to your writer. Also here the tone, you can define the tone. So it's just like field to help you and guide your creation workflow. Now the big element is the outline. I will do a dedicated video about that. You can check this video and have a really more detailed review of this feature, because it's a key feature of the content brief tool. Here you can see you have your competitor, again, the outline. So what you can do, you can start browsing them. You can click on the headings and start to create your own heading structure. So here on the right, you can see this will be your final outline. You can also go and check all the frequent headings. So the H1, the H2s, the questions as well. You have the on-page questions. You have PAA, so you have a lot of information to basically build your own content outline. So a lot of data here. You can as well change the heading level. It's a rich text editor, so you can do whatever you like. Also here you can generate an outline based on AI. I won't go into detail. As I said, there is another video and I recommend you to have a look at this one when I really go into detail of the outline generator. But as well, you can generate an outline based on AI. It will analyze the SERP and it will suggest you a good heading structure that you can basically use in your content brief. So you can see in a few clicks, you are able to create a heading structure, and then we move on. We move on to the next block, which is called most frequent questions. And here you can see it's automatically filled with information coming from the SERP. So here you have the PAA. If you would like to share, again, some context with your writer, I think the most frequent questions are quite interesting, because you can, again, highlight who is the searcher, who is the person searching for this term. You can as well display on-page questions. So here by default, you have the top 5 on-page questions. You can add more questions. So here you can select more on-page questions if you want to include that in your brief. By the way, all these questions are also available in the outline. that I showed you previously. Top topics, also if you like to indicate to your writer some terms to include in the copy, here you can see the most frequent terms. So these are the terms used by the top 10, and you can see how many times in average is it used by the top 10. So search is used 72 times, SEO 50 times, etc. So here you can see the most frequent terms. What you can as well do, you can here basically remove all the terms or add new terms, either by selecting some other less frequent terms and clicking here and adding them to your brief, or as well you can add free topics. So basically you enter the keyword you like here, and they will be displayed in your brief. Finally, some other elements, the SERP insights here. So if you want to share with your writer information about the SERP, these are the good elements to use in your brief. SERP insights, the competitor analysis here. So you can see for every single URL or article ranking on the SERP, the page rank, the words, and number of images. And that's it. So here, what you can see is quite straightforward to create a content brief with thruuu. You can at the end share it with your writer. I will just move my head over here. So all the actions are also available from here. So what I recommend is to share it with your writer. So click on share, and here you have a public link. So what you can see here is a public link. So your writer doesn't need to create an account. So you can share that, as I said, with your writer, with your client, with anybody. And it's read only, so they cannot change anything. So now they have all the information to start creating content. So it's really an important document. I repeat, content brief will go from hand to hand. It will include all the key information you need to create great content. So here you go. As you can see, your writer has all the data. Also, what you can do, you can download from here an Excel, sorry, not an Excel, a document. So you can also, if you want, export them as a doc, share it with your writer, or store it in your drive. So that's it. Now you know how to create a great content brief with thruuu. I recommend you to check the other video to create content brief templates, or as well to create outline prompt, or to deep dive in the outline editor and to master this great feature that will help you to create great content.